Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for April 30, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. We're bringing you the latest news and updates from around the world. Firstly, we have a report on the recent speech by King Henry, who emphasized the strong bonds between the United States and the United Kingdom during a significant moment in their ongoing friendship. The king highlighted the importance of peace and stability in the world, citing Shakespeare's plea for gentle peace in Henry V. In other news, tensions between the United States and Iran continue to escalate, with gas prices surging to their highest level in 4 years. The conflict is having far-reaching consequences, affecting individual consumers and businesses across various sectors. We'll be keeping a close eye on developments in this story and providing in-depth analysis and commentary throughout the day. Meanwhile, in Australia, Treasurer Jim Chalmers has hinted that existing property investors may not face increased taxation under proposed changes to capital gains tax in the upcoming budget. The government is considering modifications to the flat 50% tax discount on profits from the sale of assets held for more than 1 year, and negative gearing rules are also under review. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then shall and know what's right now. First, the Supreme Court has ruled on the cancellation of temporary protected status for immigrants from Haiti and Syria. The court's decision could have far-reaching consequences for over 300 individuals who have lived in the United States under TPS for years. We'll continue to provide updates and analysis on this developing story as more information becomes available. In other news, the House of Representatives has passed a 3-year reauthorization of Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, or FISA. This act allows the federal government to collect communications of foreigners abroad without a warrant, including when those people are interacting with Americans. The bill expands criminal penalties for abuses of the program and establishes new FBI requirements, but its fate in the Senate is uncertain due to concerns over an unrelated provision banning central bank digital currencies. Lastly, we're looking at the implications of the Supreme Court's recent ruling on racial gerrymandering and the future of voting rights in America. The decision could affect up to a quarter of the Congressional Black Caucus and roughly a tenth of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, igniting a fierce debate about the future of voting rights in the United States. We'll be diving deeper into these stories throughout the day, so now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, General Motors has received a significant boost with the Supreme Court's ruling on tariffs, which is expected to result in a $1.3 billion refund. This windfall will undoubtedly provide a much-needed injection into the company's bottom line, but experts warn that it may not necessarily lead to lower prices or increased investments in research and development. In other news, Bill Ackman's Pershing Square has made its public debut, with the closed-end fund closing at $25.50, slightly below its IPO price of $30. While the firm has generated impressive cumulative net returns of over 10% since inception, it remains to be seen whether this structure will yield the desired results. Lastly, the automotive industry is bracing for a significant influx of government refunds due to the Trump administration's erstwhile tariffs. Ford Motor Co. expects to collect a whopping $2.3 billion, prompting the company to raise its annual guidance by $500 million. However, the refund process is shrouded in uncertainty, with a high rejection rate due to clerical errors. As we navigate these complex developments, it's essential to prioritize transparency, accountability, and fairness in trade policies. We'll be keeping a close eye on these stories and providing updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. First up, we have a story about a groundbreaking study that could revolutionize our journey to Mars. By harnessing the ancient wisdom of celestial mechanics and the unpredictable paths of asteroids, researchers have discovered a potential shortcut to the red planet, reducing travel time by hundreds of days. This innovative approach could pave the way for faster and more efficient interplanetary travel. Next, we're going to explore the complex world of explosions and their potential for creation and discovery. Our article delves into the intricacies of destructive forces and how they can hold the seeds of new possibilities. By embracing the complexities of our universe, we can unlock new frontiers and drive progress in ways both unexpected and profound. Finally, we're going to discuss the highly anticipated trial of Elon Musk versus OpenAI, which could potentially reshape the future of artificial intelligence. The lawsuit filed by Musk alleges that OpenAI's current CEO and president reneged on the company's founding agreement to remain a nonprofit dedicated to benefiting humanity. The outcome of this trial will not only determine the leadership of OpenAI, but also impact the development of AI, leaving us wondering what the future holds for this rapidly evolving technology. Tune in later for more in-depth analysis and discussions on these topics, and don't forget to subscribe to our podcast for daily updates on the latest news and breakthroughs in science, technology, and artificial intelligence. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. We have 3 exciting articles to summarize for you this morning. First, American soccer player Johnny Cardoso made history by starting in the Champions League semifinals, a testament to the growing talent and influence of American players on the global stage. Next, the Champions League quarterfinals have come to a close, with powerhouses like Bayern Munich and Atletico Madrid emerging as top contenders. These teams will face off in the semifinals, promising high-stakes drama and intense competition. And finally, Fox Sports has announced its broadcast team and schedule for the upcoming FIFA World Cup, featuring a talented lineup of commentators, analysts, and reporters who will bring the tournament to life for fans across the United States. These stories and more are making waves in the world of soccer. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Currell.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, our article on Portland's vibrant art scene showcases a city that values human connection, self-expression, and sustainability. In contrast to San Francisco's tech-dominated landscape, Portland offers a refreshing alternative for those seeking a more balanced lifestyle. Secondly, we reported on the Colorado legislature's rejection of a bill that would have limited the state's right to repair law. This victory for consumer advocates and repair enthusiasts ensures that individuals have the freedom to fix their own property, promoting sustainability and reducing electronic waste. Lastly, our article on the same topic delves deeper into the debate surrounding the right to repair movement. With tech giants like Cisco and IBM backing the proposed legislation, it's clear that corporate interests will continue to push for restrictions on repair information and tools. However, as our experts argue, repair isn't inherently dangerous, and access to such information is essential for promoting transparency, accessibility, and consumer protection. These stories highlight the importance of community-driven initiatives, creative expression, and advocacy for consumers' rights. As we move forward in an increasingly tech-dominated world, it's crucial that we prioritize human connection, sustainability, and equitable access to technology. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. First up, Taylor Swift is taking a bold step to protect her digital identity by trademarking her voice. Yes, you heard that right, her voice. With AI impersonations on the rise, Taylor's move is sparking important conversations about intellectual property and online security. Next, we're talking Google TV's major overhaul. The updates bring some fun features like AI image generators and video creation tools, but also raise questions about the role of YouTube Shorts in our living rooms. Will we be bombarded by vertical videos and ads? Or can we find a way to make this new landscape work for us? And finally, we're celebrating the timely release of a new film that reminds us of the importance of staying true to our artistic vision, even in the face of adversity. Tune in throughout the day for more in-depth analysis and discussions on these topics. And don't forget to share your thoughts with us. Can you trademark a sound? And do we really need more distractions on our TV screens? Join the conversation. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Good morning, I'm David, and welcome to this morning's edition of the AI Daily Press. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.